Okay, so this is probably not the video you guys were expecting. But I did a video where it's like, what it was like losing kealin. And a couple people were asking, what happened? What happened? Where is she? What happened? This is probably not the answer you guys were expecting. She did not die. She didn't die. She didn't. She gets sick. She's fine. She's not in the hospital or anything. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She moved. All the way across the United States. She's currently in Maine, and I am currently in Oregon. So, very long distance relationship. Answer me. Hi, kealin. I'm currently recording a video for you guys and for this. See? Say hi. Show me that you're alive. So I just sent her a couple things. So she just moved. Don't worry, she didn't die. She's fine. But I guess I should give you guys a little bit more of a backstory. So we both grew up military kids, right? We were both in the same we were both in the same campus. So we were like best friends and stuff. When it came for our time to move, because we have to move campuses every couple years or so. So when it came for our time to move, we were moving on the same month. So we're like, oh, I bet I'm moving first because I was here longer. So I bet I'm moving first. And she's like, yeah, that makes sense. I bet you're moving first and I'm moving second. But I really don't want you to move first because I don't want to say goodbye to you because that would be really sad for me. I said, well, that's the same thing for me. I don't want to say goodbye to you because that would be extremely sad for me because I have a very hard time saying goodbye. So we're both like, well, I can deal with saying goodbye. And I'm like, okay, thank you, because I really don't want to say goodbye because you are my best friend for all eternity. And she's like, yeah. So we find out I'm moving at the end of June. And we're like, and kealin still hasn't found a way, still hasn't found when she's moving. So she's like, oh yeah, I'm probably moving sometime in July because that's what people have told her. She was moving in July. So she's like, okay, yeah, well, I guess you're moving first. Change of plans. A couple like weeks later, we get the news that she's moving on the 20th of June and I'm moving on the 30th of June. So we are like, so I'm like, oh no, dang it. She still had like 3 weeks until she had to leave. So we're like having fun, recording as much videos as we can possibly. And she was like, and gosh, I'm tired. And she's like, so we're like talking about, are we gonna do like a goodbye video or something? Are we gonna do like things like give each other things for farewell? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan because I'm really gonna miss you and I need something to remember you by. So we found these 2 books, and it's like the sun and moon, the fire and water. Now, we got those 2 books because we thought they were so perfect for us to like just have and write our names in it. I took the fire and water one because for our little skit things that I told you about, in a different video, I'm usually fire and she's usually water. And then for another one, if we're playing like solar system, if we're playing like sun and moon stuff, she's usually moon and I'm usually sun because I'm the bright, happy, kind of destructive one, which would fit into sun and fire. She's more of the independent, not so destructive, but still kind of destructive one, which would go with water and moon. So, yeah. So we got those two books and we like wrote our names in it and stuff. And so I still have that book. And we're both like, okay. Now I have something to remember you by. The reason in the video when, like, for a second you saw my hand falling was because that was to symbolize that we thought I was moving first, but she ended up leaving. So, fast forward to the day. I don't know if that live is still on my page or if that even worked out because I did not know how to use a live, and I still don't know how to use a live. So I'm like, so we decided to try and use a live, and we're like, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, this is her last day, say goodbye to Kealin, but I don't think it worked. So we did a normal video, and we're like, okay, goodbye, Kealin. It's like us walking, saying, talking and stuff. We're like saying goodbye to each other. And at the end of that live, her sister actually came. She's like, one of her roommates came. And she's like, yo, come on, we gotta go. We gotta like start packing up and stuff. And I'm like, I started crying. I'm like, no, I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to leave. And she's like, don't worry, I can come back out. And I'm like, okay. So, later that day, it was again still her last day. And so she was like piling up into the car and stuff. And I was standing there with my mom, and she drove off, and I started to like run after her car to like do a longer goodbye. And then her car got too far ahead of me, so I just stopped and I stood there and just cried. It was a very, very sad experience, but I hope that answers your question of what happened.